Rejoice, 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 Have you ever found yourself in a position of desiring mercy that you did not deserve? I think back across my childhood and I realize now that was often the case. Many times as I would be disobedient to my parents, break the rules around the house, I would find myself, when they were discussing the consequences to come, the punishment that was outset, begging for mercy. I probably thought as a child that if I begged for mercy, the consequences really shouldn't exist. There shouldn't be any punishment for my disobedience. But I learned through my childhood, however, that oftentimes, even though they offered some level of mercy, there were oftentimes a price to pay with that. Oftentimes that disobedience resulted in some consequence or punishment that befell me in spite of their mercy. I want you to look with me, if you would, and you can take out your Bibles for this, in the Old Testament, Psalm 136. We're going to read the entirety of that chapter, and all I'm asking you to do today is listen carefully for the word mercy. It's going to be used about 26 times, once in each of those verses we're about to read. And I want you to connect the fact that sometimes in those verses, God's mercy is put together directly with a punishment that befell some people. Begin reading with me here, Psalm 136 and verse 1. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for He is good, for His mercy endureth forever. Oh, give thanks unto the God of gods, for His mercy endureth forever. Oh, give thanks to the Lord of lords, for His mercy endureth forever. To Him who alone doeth great wonders, for His mercy endureth forever. To Him by wisdom made the heavens, for His mercy endureth forever. To Him that stretched out the earth above the waters, for His mercy endureth forever. To Him that made great lights, for His mercy endureth forever. The sun to rule by day, for His mercy endureth forever. The moon and stars to rule by night, for His mercy endureth forever. To Him that smote Egypt in their firstborn, for His mercy endureth forever. And brought Israel out from among them, for His mercy endureth forever. Who with a strong hand and with a stretched out arm, His mercy endureth forever. To Him which divided the Red Sea into parts, for His mercy endureth forever. And made Israel to pass through the midst of it, for His mercy endureth forever. But overthrew Pharaoh and his host in the Red Sea, for His mercy endureth forever. To Him which led His people through the wilderness, for His mercy endureth forever. To Him which smote great kings, for His mercy endureth forever. And slew famous kings, for His mercy endureth forever. Sihon, the king of the Amorites, for His mercy endureth forever. And Og, the king of Bashan, for His mercy endureth forever. And gave their land for an inheritance. His mercy endureth forever. Even an heritage unto Israel His servant. His mercy endureth forever. Who remembered us in our low estate. His mercy endured forever. Who hath redeemed us from our enemies. His mercy endureth forever. Who giveth food to all flesh, for His mercy endureth forever. And finally in verse 26, Oh, give thanks unto God of heaven, for His mercy endureth forever. Did you see it? Time and time again, particularly you could use, for example, verses 10 and 11, where the Egyptians are directly contrasted with the Israelites and the Passover as we know it today. In spite of Egypt's disobedience and their rejection of God, God's mercy continued to endure even for them. Now again, as a child, we probably thought that if mercy came at all, it probably would come by a complete forgiveness or forgetting that anything had ever occurred and no consequences to befall us. But friends, that's simply not always the case. But I want you to live your life and remember this. Regardless of the situation in your life and the things that you do that are wrong and the punishment that you face, God's mercy is always great and it will always endure forever. Now, the good news is that no matter what we do physically, if we'll keep our lives faithful to God spiritually, obey Him in the beginning, and stay faithful to Him, then His mercy will clearly be seen in eternity. And yes, my friends, in heaven, His mercy will likewise endure forever. This has been your daily dose, and I pray that you'll be encouraged.